distant future, way down in deep 13, the evil Dr. Forrester was hatching a nasty scheme.
Hello! I'm Faith, and welcome to Faith's Take, where I talk about anything and everything that I find interesting. And welcome to my review of episode 706 of Mystery Science Theater 3000, Laserblast. This is another St. Jude's donation request from the generous Roland, and it's an interesting choice to be sure. While it's only the 6th episode of Season 7, it's also the last episode of the season. Unfortunately, Season 7 was cut very short by Comedy Central as they were canceling the show. Little did they know back then how the Sci-Fi Channel would adopt the show and save it, giving it 3 more seasons. But at the time, this was the sloppily written ending to a show cut long before its time was actually up. So suffice it to say, the host segments are interesting, to say the least. So let's get right into my review of MST3k episode 706, Laserblast. Right before we can get into the interesting stuff for these host segments, we have a cold open where Crow and Tom have hog-tied Mike so they could both make and go into excruciating detail about making a Beyond Thunderdome joke whenever you hear the word Thunderdome. But out of the important stuff for this could have been the show's finale episode. The SOL lurches, and we cut down to Dr. F shutting down all the satellite systems, including unplugging the umbilicus. The trio try to plead their case to avoid certain doom, but the doc's funding has been cut, so there's really not anything he can do, so he's abandoning Deep 13 and moving in with his mom. Gypsy and Tom try to start up some auxiliary power to keep them from plummeting into Earth's atmosphere as they're given their presumably last movie, Laserblast.
Welcome to the SOL, the satellite of laughs, as we like to call it.
We've tied up Mike and jammed an oily rag into his mouth so that we may bring you the following joke.
Boy, I still think we really screwed up on that whole Thunderdome fiasco.
Oh, come on. Can't we just get beyond Thunderdome? Thank you.
Thank you.
It really helps if your stooge speaks of a Thunderdome in a disparaging manner, as in our little playlet. It'll still work if he speaks of a Thunderdome in a positive light, but if I were you, I'd wait till somebody slams a Thunderdome.
Well, usually your little riffs tend to go on and on, maybe a little...
Please, Mike, can we get beyond the riff?
That's it, go to your room, both of you. Hey, what the...
Hey.
What's going on?
What? Oh, are you still there? Oh, that's right, I forgot to disconnect the umbilicus.
You can't do that. We've done everything you've ever asked. We watched every bad movie you sent up here.
Yeah. Look, I'm really very sorry. My hands are tied. I got a letter today. My funding has been cut. I'm moving back in with Mom to save some scratch.
How can you do this to us?
Criminy, I got an idea.
I've downloaded a film from the ship's internal memory. It's called Laserblast, and Leonard Maltin gives it 2.5 stars.
Now what?
Booster engines firing! We now have impulse power!
How did you do that?
I took the governor off.
Do we have enough power to escape the atmosphere?
We won't have control. We'll be shot into deep space. I got to have more time.
We don't have that time. Get ready to engage warp engines, Mr. Crow.
Aye, aye.
Engage.
Oh, we got moving sign! I didn't engage the thing with you.
After some very long and boring bright green credits, we open in a desert plain where we see a guy who looks more like a zombie than anything, with a metal device stuck on one arm. He stumbles for a bit before a spaceship lands nearby, and 2 weird claymation aliens who look like wrinkly old shellless turtles emerge, clearly looking for something. The zombie dude wastes no time in attacking them, but the aliens shoot him first and knock the weapon off his arm. He tries to scramble away, but he gets a beam of light shot at him, and all that's left behind is a stain on the ground and some kind of metal ring with a pendant. Clearly it's going to be used for a plot device, but for some reason the aliens leave it behind. Now we meet Billy, our protagonist, waking up as his ultra-skinny mother packs her car to go on a trip that he didn't know about till now. Because that's right, you can totally leave your underage son behind with barely a word. That's just good mothering. Billy is rightfully upset about his mom leaving him, so he shirtlessly takes his van out on the town while driving to some of the most irritating music that I've heard in a while.
Terrible name for laser eye surgery. Scares away the customers.
Come on down to Milford. Free popsicles for the kids.
The Keenan wind comes blowing in.
You are the wind beneath my Keenan. No reason for them to tell me all this. I'm no good at names.
Well, these credits give you a chance to finish your popcorn, talk a little, decide to see another movie.
And action. Cut. Beautiful.
Fievel goes west.
Roxy,
Somebody please pull this garbage disposal off my arm.
Edward CD player hand.
Boy, the Hulk has lost weight. I'm hunting spacecraft.
We wish to welcome you to Denver's airport.
Oh, great. ET calls, we come, and he's not here.
I told you to ask directions at the Gorlan station at Zingding 5, but no, you blad-seened ahead of that guy on Bartool.
Tonight on a very special Virginian.
Good shooting, Xanthar.
Thanks, Denise.
The key to the Amico bathroom.
Am I good, huh? Who's the king? Get him off me! Get him off! Oh, it's just my sheets.
Somehow his mustardy shorts don't help.
So here's my Slim Fast, Metrical, correct all?
Excuse me, are you my mother?
Flesh is a nice color for a house.
Ooh.
Ah! She's one of the turtle aliens.
I've got this invitation to go to Acapulco.
Yeah, that bounced off his head.
What do you want?
Mama, you've been to Acapulco. How many times you want to go to Acapulco?
Till they stop asking me, sweetheart.
And until I stop killing men with my hip bones.
Oh, I hate you.
There's a box of Weetabix. That should last you the month. Billy Preston takes a solo.
Wow, 70s gold is a great buy. A lot of good stuff on here. Man, this is one of the most innovative synth players I know of.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's a sunny day. Got a pleasant buzz going. Hey, Mike. Huh?
Wait, I gotta stop and listen to this part. It's so cool. Jeez, stupid realtor job. I'm sure I gotta wear a shirt just to show a dumb house.
Billy goes to visit his girlfriend Kathy, but her veteran grandfather stops him in his tracks. He starts going off about conspiracies and doesn't trust Billy, who just decides to leave rather than engage. Back out on the road, he speeds past a stopped cop car, where the cop on the driver's side is enjoying a little reefer they've plucked off some local kids. Yup, these guys should totally be allowed to have guns and take the law into their own hands. They follow Billy down the road to get him to pull over, and the super stoned cop keeps messing up the driving, and it's supposed to be funny, but it's really just soul-crushingly dull. The more sober officer writes Billy a ticket, which he begs him not to give him, but it implies that Billy speeds a lot, so maybe he could, drive in a way that doesn't put others in danger on a regular basis. After more cringe-worthy cop antics, Billy pulls up to a gas station for a Coke. If Billy's bad day couldn't get any worse, he's challenged to a race from the dweebiest bullies ever put to screen, but the van craps out on him, and he can't even get past the starting line, leading to yet more humiliation.
I'll show you a race. It's me, Colonel, Billy Duncan. I just want to see Kathy.
Buy your own paper.
You get off of these premises.
Oh, come on, Colonel. I only want to see Kathy.
What about?
I want to see if Electra tore up her new shoes.
Oh, that's private.
Everything is hush-hush.
Sweet Charlotte.
Operation Sandust. Hush-hush.
Sweet Charlotte.
Everybody connected with it. Hush-hush.
Sweet Charlotte.
Everybody except me. They're all alike. With your disguises and your tricks and your
hula hoops
phony
and-
IDs.
Boy, ever since the Colonel got back from the Spanish-American War.
I know. I'll seek refuge in 20 explosive hits by 20 explosive stars.
Operation.
Grandpa?
Snap out of it, you old bastard.
Oh, yeah. You do a lot of wacky tobacco, Mike? Huh? A lot of Mary Jane? Huh? Jokey,
yeah.
smoky?
I take it from those kids. Now, you keep smoking that, you're going to get us thrown off the force.
Look, are you ready for some football?
Wow. Who was that?
I think it's that Bill Duncan.
Bill Duncan kid, huh?
Yeah.
Well, let's go get him.
Let's find out if he's ready for some football!
Ron Howard pops the clutch, signals, checks both ways, and proceeds gently into traffic, politely inviting people to eat his dust.
I'm gonna push it up to 17. Wow, it's not very good detail painting.
You never learn, do you, boy? Down there, boy, I'll make you a star.
Eat me a fuzzy marshmallow.
When you first saw this, you laughed so hard you spilled your bong water, didn't you, Mike?
Hi, I'm Max Keller.
Okay, I'll give you your Coke. Stop hitting me.
I'm gonna drink the hell out of this Coke.
Coca-Cola's going to need a PR campaign just to undo the damage this scene is doing.
Wow, he teases the gas pumps mercilessly.
Well, let's recap the movie so far. Somebody went to Acapulco, and somebody almost bought gas.
Frog, do you think our boy here would like to give us a little race?
Billy, hell, he never races.
Who the hell told you that? I'll show you a race.
Just let me get in my dad's electric supply van.
An inverted world where the spazzes make fun of the cool guys.
The Sinclair station is open. They got an air hose.
Makes me glad rural America is dying.
Out on the bridge, Crow is being followed by a robot who insists that everything must be perfect, and Crow is considered imperfect. Apparently this whole bit is a Star Trek reference, and if, like me, you don't care at all about Star Trek, it really just feels like a time waster and not that funny.
Get away from me, you little creep!
I will not get away. I have been sent here to destroy imperfections. I find you, the gold unit, to be imperfect.
Got one of these Nomad satellites on my butt. Seems you can't go hurtling into the void of space without picking up one of these annoying little busybodies.
You are in error.
I was telling these guys, we're having a little party on Thursday night, little poppin' pizza. Wondered if you'd like to join us.
Sure, that sounds great.
The party's on Friday night, not Thursday. That means you're wrong and imperfect and you have to destroy yourself.
You told me a fib. That doesn't mean I'm imperfect.
Does too.
Does not.
Does too. If you were perfect, you would have known he was telling a fib.
Look.
Billy drives off into the desert where the movie first started. He finds the arm cannon that the zombie dude was wearing, and the aliens again left behind, and he puts it on his arm before playing with it like a toddler. He also finds the pendant the zombie's body dropped, and once he touches it, he can actually fire the weapon. He puts the necklace on and just starts blowing up the desert indiscriminately. Like, dude, I know you're a hormonal, frustrated teenager, but does the natural ecosystem deserve all this destruction? No. We cut to a definitely sleazy antagonist type coming into town to get his car gassed up. He says he's going to be in town for a bit to the surprise of the gas jockey. So we all know he's hunting the aliens, right? Why else would a creepy-looking stranger suddenly visit a little podunk town in a movie? Kathy and Billy meet up for a date. Not in the cutest location, but a relatively cute idea for a picnic date. Billy decides to try and scare her after staying hidden for way too long, but I guess it's supposed to be charming? And talk about show don't tell. Kathy goes on and on about how Billy's dark and not normal, when all we've seen this guy do is drive and play with an alien gun. We've had literally no indication whatsoever that Billy is twisted or any worse off than any normal small-town teenager. But I guess this is what the movie wants us to believe, so the dialogue spoon-feeds it to us. Kathy also notices a small mark on Billy's chest. Gee, I wonder why that suddenly appeared.
Pepsi gave him big bucks to place Coke in this movie. I'll just pull up here so that I can find this thing, and then we can get the movie going.
Yeah, on his day off from pizza delivery, he sure knows how to live life. Oh, where's its mom?
Oh, this is so great. I needed hooker headers bad.
Think of all the dope I can smoke with this.
Someone threw away a perfectly good arm remover. After all that, it's pow-pow-pow.
Once you're over the age of 11, you should not say pow.
I guess.
Won't he be surprised when he finds out it doesn't go pow, but swish?
Oh, found it. Now he has carte blanche to the Amico men's room.
Yeah, I think you are going to detail my van for $75.
Huh? What's that? You want me to go to gym class? I don't think so. I think I'll have that leather vest, my friend.
Moses.
Yes, Yahweh in a can. If you want to summon Yahweh.
Your film crew, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Mr. Craig.
I threw in a nudie calendar for free.
How far is it to the nearest hotel? You stopping here?
I could be persuaded.
You don't like this town, buddy?
She's floating.
Get my motor running, head out on the highway.
Billy told me he'd meet me at the old creosote dump site.
Maybe I'll pick up a dozen sucker minnows while I'm here.
Oh, well, he hasn't been cremated.
So we're watching someone waiting for someone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a point when it stops being a movie.
It's like watching an aquarium.
Yep.
Oh, you keep this relationship fresh.
See, now that scene worked because you expected a bear to jump out.
Oh, you're more trouble than you're worth. Am I? Am I?
I'll kill you for saying that. I'll kill you, I tell you.
Oh, there's a folding shovel in there.
Oh, you don't look like the cat. Can't you be more ordinary?
More ordinary? Man, you'd have to work at that.
Grandpa's so mad right now. He says he's going to shoot you on sight next time he set foot on the property.
Ah, we have someone to root for.
There's something so dark in you sometimes. Just sends shivers up and down my spine.
Like when you crank Don't Fear the Reaper.
I don't want to go to no party.
Come on, I'm cooking a pizza on the engine block.
Well, Mr. Billy Duncan, if you don't want to go, I could always accept an invitation by a certain Chuck Baran.
Over my dead body.
Yes,
Yeah,
oh, please.
please.
Yes.
I think it's the Sturman. Does that sound right?
I don't know.
Up in the stars, we see the turtle aliens flying around in their ship, and they get contacted by someone who I suppose is their leader, or at least their boss of some sort. They speak in some annoying nonsense before showing Billy pick up the weapon and pendant they left behind like a couple of idiots. He must tell them they need to stop Billy as they immediately hightail it back to Earth. Smash cut to all the teens in town at a pool party where cake and hot dogs are plentiful. Kathy talks with Franny, who apparently is the girl they're supposed to be celebrating since it's her birthday. No one is around her, and she says that other than Kathy, nobody would have even come if she didn't have a pool. While that is sad, why would you even want those kids to be your friends then? Just kick them to the curb, girl. Know your worth. After a while, most of the party moves inside, and Billy goes to find Kathy. He stumbles upon the bully groping her, and Billy starts rightfully bashing some heads until Kathy begs him to stop. Should we at least call the cops? No? Okay, then.
Howdy do.
Hey, read between the lines.
Your move, sir. You called us. Please, sir. We've seen Laserblast.
Boy, when the movie starts showing you parts of itself, you know you're in trouble.
Thank you, sir. I think we get the gist of it. That's me. I admit it.
Oh, man, if Pauly Shore is in this.
Yes, teens love their cake pool parties.
They're so excited they can barely talk to each other.
Look, why don't I slice some and you can all come back in about 10 minutes and I'll be ready.
It's never far from his trusty van.
Oh, Billy.
Well, at least he dressed up for the party.
Should we ask what the bruises are from?
Now, I myself have never been a natural frolic.
No, I don't strike me.
I guess.
Just eat your spare ribs in the pool, that's fine.
Bike rack!
Ooh. Ow.
Why no one wants any cake?
Cindy, you need to get an eating disorder. Guys like anorexic girls.
I'll take a bite. I'm gonna go change. Will you tell Billy if he gets up?
She certainly is a sparkling hostess.
Yes, non-skinny women are inherently unhappy.
Sometimes I worry I'm not shallow enough.
They leave the movie for the parade of homes?
Boy, you can really see how he's so dark and not ordinary.
A teen at a teen party, what could be darker?
Has anyone seen the director? Just looking for a light out here.
No one wants to eat cake, and he can't find Kathy. Now the movie is really starting to find its purpose.
And Elway takes him down.
Don't even pretend, Eddie.
Come on, bastard.
Oh, foot fault.
Billy, don't.
Be a hero.
He wants to fight. He wants to get his head broken.
Billy, don't.
Be a hero.
Billy, don't.
As the SOL situation worsens, it drifts alone through space, and they collide into a field of star babies, and one of them has grabbed the satellite like a toy. The baby needs a clean diaper, and Tom and Crow go out to help. Why is this happening? Why is this here? It's definitely better than the robot scene earlier, but it's still a bizarre addition.
Oh, what's going on?
I don't know, Cam, give me rocket number 9. Man, we've hit a field of star babies, and one of them's got the ship. All right, here's the plan, man. You got to get out there and change that baby's diaper. I'll walk you through the procedure from here.
Well, hello, little baby. Oh, baby needs changing, doesn't he?
Bro, snap out of it, man. You cannot get personally involved.
Roger, tearing tabs and taking off dirty diaper.
Oh no, Nelson, we've got a problem. The diaper leaked. It went all the way up his back. Ugh.
Okay, we'll get you through this. Failure is not an option.
Star Baby is diapered, Mike.
What should we do with the dirty diaper, Mike?
I don't know. Put it on a shelf somewhere.
Billy wakes up later that night when the party's finally ending, but this time he's a green alien zombie man. Dun dun dun! Who could have seen this coming other than every audience member? Still rightfully angry and bitter from earlier, he puts on the weapon and blows up his girlfriend's assailant's car, as he should have done, alien or not. The next morning, the two idiot cops from earlier are assigned to go take statements from the bullies about the explosion, a whole 15 hours after it happened. That's what we call an on-the-ball police force. Clearly the villain guy goes to the police station and reveals himself to be a government official named Tony Craig, and he's here to investigate any weird happenings in the town. He also calls for the town to be shut off from the outside world so no news stations can get in. Later on, Kathy shows up to take Billy to the doctor to look at the bump on his chest because it's become much bigger and more solid and way less human. Like, you can't guess this has something to do with the weird alien stuff he picked up. Billy's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
I don't know, Shamil, Shamazel, whatever.
Anybody? I climbed up here on the cliff and I can't get down. Can you call somebody? Hello? Anybody?
I had the most marvelous time. I'll bet.
He's overlooking something, isn't he?
I am the Lizard King.
Sorry, had it on high.
So how many cars did he blow up?
Wow, must have the wrong size air filter.
That was Cochise's Charger? Yeah, they thought the spent plutonium rods would be fine in the trunk.
Great.
Dumb cop and dumb cop. They're dumb cops.
Swallow down a whole hot tamale first thing in the morning.
I just feel like you might not be ready for some football.
You know what the lining in your stomach must look like?
Well, it's pink and it secretes a layer of protective mucus.
I shot the Mio, but I didn't shoot the other guy.
The president stops at the westward ho.
Why did he take the long way around? And action. Action!
One in here.
Ah, your copier down?
Who the hell are you?
Yeah, let me show you my Sam's Club membership.
The man bearing this wallet is crazy. Do nothing he says.
Excuse me, Mr. Gregg. Won't you sit down, sir?
I may sit down. I may not.
I want the town sealed off.
What do you mean, Mr. Craig?
I mean, no news flashes, no news leaks, no news period. Unless I say otherwise. Understood?
I understand, tan man with wallet.
Understood.
Hey, it's new shirt day.
Look so bad today, Billy.
I feel so good. I feel like an idiot going to the doctor.
What about the lump on your chest?
Oh, that's my nipple.
Well, I got it from the Franklin Mint.
My God, Billy, it's bigger.
You know nothing of my chest holes.
Okay, gun it, please. Oh.
The duo head to Dr. Roddy McDowell, yes, that Roddy McDowell, to see what Billy's weird chest growth could possibly be. The doctor starts examining him closely, and it turns out that Billy can't feel it at all, even when metal instruments are knocked onto it. The doctor wants to try and remove it without knocking Billy out and just numbing the area. I would have begged to be put to sleep, man. I don't want you just cutting my chest open. Anyway, Doc is successful in taking out a metal disc from Billy and tells him he'll deliver it to a lab tonight to find out exactly what it is. He goes out late at night to get to his friend at a lab, but unfortunately, as he tries to head out of town, Billy, green skin, arm cannon and all, shoots at his car and blows it up, taking the doctor with it. All this while the aliens watch the dire scene unfold from light years away. The Doc's lab friend knows something must be amiss and calls to try and track him down. This ends up with the police and Craig finding the doctor's remains. Craig tells the sheriff to let the lab know and to get a list of anyone who was seen with the doctor since yesterday. This means the cops bring Billy in for some questioning.
Tonight on a very special Roddy McDowell hospital. I was in a monkey suit, then suddenly I was in this movie.
Can I get dressed now, Dr. Miller?
Certainly, Bright Eyes. Oh.
Ding dong.
Operation.
Remove wrenched ankle.
Frankly, Billy, I'm baffled and grossed out.
It appears to be growing into a Wizard of Oz commemorative plate.
Quite frankly,
I don't know why I took this role.
Billy, I must confess, I am puzzled. Now, what I'm going to do is give you a local to anesthetize the area. It won't hurt.
Well, it will. I lied.
Why did I do that? Now I have to fill it up again.
Make sure there's a pin spot on Mr. McDowell's right ear.
It's George Jones as a Walmart greeter.
All righty then.
Do this.
Oh no, his car turned into a sedan and crashed and exploded.
We show you the scene to represent what would have happened.
I believe this is Mannix, if I'm not mistaken.
I can't believe you said that to me.
This movie is comprised strictly of second unit footage.
This forced perspective is so phony. He's not really that big, you know.
Bad movies have taught us that sheriffs hold onto their belts a lot.
I want a list of everybody that's seen the doctor in the last 24 hours.
Should I close off the island,
I think somebody
Steve?
who lives here did this.
I figured out this kind of shirt. No complicated buttons to deal with. You know, every time I come close to not hating him, I see those feet on the side of the van.
He's his own airbag.
Oh,
Billy.
man, forgot what I was going to say. Something good, too.
At the station, Billy tells Craig and the officers all he knows. He'd never met the doctor till that day and got his growth removed. He shows them his chest, and it looks like it's already growing back. And I'm so sick of seeing this guy's gross chest. Can the movie please stop showing us this? They let Billy go free, and while Craig stays stoic, the sheriff and cops are clearly disturbed by Billy's chest like I am. It turns out the excavated chest sample of Billy's survived the car crash, and Craig brings it to the lab for study himself. It turns out, other than some DNA from Billy, the material is alien to this world, and the sample is growing, even when it's not attached to Billy anymore. That night, the cop duo stops at a gas station, and alien zombie Billy stands off in the distance ready to strike. Billy uses his alien weapon to utterly obliterate the gas station, police car, and both cops. Now that brief action's over, it's time to see our lead post-coital, and I'm not okay. I mean, come on, his grody chest and now this. Then there's a make-out section where you can't even tell what parts of the body are on screen half the time, and I may have to go vomit before finishing this review. After Billy falls asleep, Kathy finds the pendant and places it on Billy's chest. And that, my friends, is how to know if your boyfriend becomes an alien zombie. Thankfully, being an alien zombie means being even dumber than usual, and Billy knocks himself into the van, allowing Kathy to run away.
What do you know about Chuck's car being blown up?
Chuck's Carbon Donuts?
That was what I heard when Kathy picked me up this morning. I don't like going to doctors,
But it was Roddy McDowell. He made it fun.
He's got a creamy center.
God.
Hey, you're no trip to Hollywood either.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
I'm not ready for football anymore.
Thanks for coming in.
I ain't never seen nothing like that.
And I've been to a county seat and everything. The self-administered eye exam.
Bye, sir. Bye, sir.
Material is nothing that comes off this earth. There were some traces of burnt flesh, but the mass of it is inorganic.
You sure of that?
No, I'm really only a dental hygienist.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you something else if you don't think I'm crazy.
I've got grasshoppers taped to my back.
Have you found anything to destroy it?
Oh, my Lord, heavens, no, dear. Oh, darling.
Well, goodbye, Mrs. Jordan Baker. This sucks. I was supposed to headline.
What now? I can use a Coke.
I think there are other issues between these two.
Oh, man. David Bowie.
Well, he knows how to use a Coke.
I'd like to teach the world to get ready for football.
Give me some, man.
Somebody stop me.
Wait, save the nut goodies.
Save the pine tree air fresheners.
Save the dirty trucker tapes.
I'm thinking this and Roddy McDowell ate up about 90% of the film's budget.
Haven't we been through enough?
Oh, too close, too close.
I just hope she gets combat pay for this. His nipples look like jean rivets.
Just when I thought he couldn't be less appealing.
Well, that fired him up.
Why didn't she do that when she was kissing him?
Oh, that was dumb. Hang on.
So they're just off County Road C going at it, huh?
The satellite of love starts heading off toward a black hole, and the bots are freaking out, and they look to Mike for help. But Mike is in one of his bad movie freakouts, and he thinks he's Captain Janeway from Star Trek Voyager. And after helping the mission go smoothly, he absolutely loses it. And while I did say the earlier Star Trek bit wasn't that funny, this one is definitely better because it's much more SOL-oriented. It's focusing way more on Mike himself than the content that the bit is based off.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely gorgeous. I wonder what it is.
It's a black hole! Don't worry! Mike can help us! He's kind of smart, and his arms work!
He won't let us die. He's Frosty in the clutch.
Oh, we are in deep trouble!
Mr. Cambot, red alert. Mr. Gypsy, you're with me. Mr. Servo, you have the con. All right, now what we need to do is realize...
What's he doing with my toy phone?
I don't know, but don't bother him. Oh, sure, he's gone totally mental, but look how poised he is.
Mr. Cambot, engage. Now, Mr. Servo, Mr. Crow, I'm responsible for the lives of 148 crew members aboard this ship, 144 of which we never see. But sometimes I have to get a little rough. Yeah, that's the way I like it. Rough. Because I never, ever do anything nice and easy. Rolling rolling on the river.
Away, slowly, very slowly, and
rolling on the river.
Craig goes to see Kathy's grandfather, who he apparently knows somehow. Meanwhile, Billy's on a rampage on the outskirts of town. The bullies are back in a new car, and I can only guess what could possibly happen next. Actually, it does take a while, because the director must have thought we really want to see these two just drive around. And now we're following some random guys in a plane. I guess Craig called them in to hunt Billy down, but the movie gives us no indication of this whatsoever. Like many scenes in the film, this one is too long, as neither the men in the plane nor Billy are able to hit each other. Finally, Billy's able to take them down, despite all this ridiculous flailing around. Billy gets around to seeing the bullies and blows up the back of their car, leading to their demise on a bridge, and at least the deaths of these creeps is justified, seeing as how they were fine with sexual assault.
Wow. Yes, we're making restitution to all who had sex with Billy.
Although not admitting any wrongdoing, we agree to compensate you for having had sex with Billy.
Oh, hold on. Give me a second to get crazy here.
I bought the drapes too short, but I found a way to deal with it. Oh, I must have lost a quarter in there somewhere.
Scenes cut from Roadhouse. He insists on bringing his leaf blower everywhere.
He's scooping insects with his baleen. Get around! Get around, children, get loud! You can be proud, yeah, be proud. Your rebel coach is out going to do it again.
You know, I can't believe them insurance guys actually believe that stupid story about lightning.
Shut up, Froggy.
You know, Eddie looks like a meerkat.
Sure.
Eddie has a special car seat his friend puts him in.
But this whole scene was just an excuse to play that great music.
Hey, look, over there, look.
This is so Coleman Francis right now.
Be proud.
I'm Cherokee Jack.
That's Eddie Deason down there. Let's take him out.
This must be a hot one. Let's go get him.
Sure, hell, but who are we and what are we doing in this film and why was Eddie Deason waving at us?
You know, Mike, this film was run through a highly technical process called tension extraction before it was released to the theaters. Red Zone Cuba 3, the destruction of Cherokee Jack.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Indianapolis. We love you.
Wow! Oh, that did it. Come on, Chuck, talk to me. Every time we go to a wedding, we get in a fight. Yes!
Do it! Shoot him. Take him out. Ah, I'm certain whatever is on his arm is incredibly perilous.
Well, we'll never know where they were going now.
Well, that was rough going. I think the worst is over. I'll just pull over here.
Okay, no problem. Got it under control. Just pump the brakes gently. There we go.
Temperature gauge is running hot. I wonder what that... Oh, yeah.
Shame.
Something touched me deep inside the day Eddie Deason died.
Kathy got home safe and sound, but clearly Craig told her his suspicions about Billy based on how upset she seems. The aliens must have landed off screen as they're back on Earth searching for Billy. They find the blown-up car on the bridge and know they must not be too far behind him. Billy, who looks like himself again, hitches a ride with a hippie. On the way out of town, he destroys a sign that simply reads Star Wars. Totally not the director being bitter about George Lucas and his success, no way! Afterward, he goes fully Green Goblin again and blasts the hippie out of existence to get back to town on his own. And his rampage continues as he blows up random mailboxes. Craig and Kathy find him, and just as he's about to blow up their car, the aliens are on a roof nearby and they strike him down with their own laser blast. And unlike the beginning of the movie where the guy became no more than a stain on the ground, Billy's body remains so Kathy can cry over it and try to make us as an audience feel something, but don't fall for it. Billy and this movie are absolutely terrible.
I gotta start monitoring the people I have sex with.
Billy must be somewhere close.
Don't you ever say to me again.
Don't be a hero!
Going home. My baby. Going home. Oh, wait, something wrong with the whammy bar. There we go. My baby. Going home.
Steve,
wait,
the
round it.
film crew.
Oh.
Sure, throw that up in my face.
Hop in, brother.
Well, I'm not hitchhiking, but if you want to give me a ride, okay.
I knew Nirvana was straight around the corner.
Nirvana.
I turned the corner, ran smack into Betty Crocker. She was running across the sky yelling, "You never outgrow your need for milk."
I miss Eddie Deason.
I looked at her. But you get out here, it ain't nothing but rattlesnakes and turtles.
You may or may not believe this, but I grow my own Mary Jane.
Well, there's just a sign that says Star Wars.
Reminding one of the movie Star Wars.
Oh, camera rig on the side of the van.
Hey, you got a camera rig on your car!
You kill me, my whole commune will hunt you down, I swear.
You are wrong, marijuana breath.
My mailbox of values.
Oh, look, everyone was sending a sheet of paper to everyone else. Leave the Bronx. You are ordered to leave the Bronx.
Ecuadorian bat boy found alive in cave. Neil Diamond, hot August nights.
Don't ever make fun of my ass again.
What would you do if I sang out of tune? So, ever make it with a mid-level bureaucrat?
Fashions from Sears.
Wait, my belt's out the door. This is really where he hits his stride as an actor.
Okay, let's look in Malton's book. He gives us 2.5 stars. Hey, Leonard Malton gave the same 2.5 stars to My Dinner with Andre.
Name of the Rose? This is a better film than Name of the Rose. It only got 2 stars.
Wait a minute, you mean to tell me Ron Mazak and Eddie Deason get billing over Roddy McDowell? They spelled Roddy McDowell's name wrong.
What else you got?
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Hey, this was a better movie than Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. 2 stars.
That's possible.
And the same caliber as Last Crusade, 2.5 stars.
So Kim Milford's greasy, pop-eyed performance was every bit as good as F. Murray Abraham's tortured performance as Salieri in Amadeus.
According to Leonard Maltin, yes, Mike. Yes.
Here's where it gets hard. Harry and the Hendersons is every bit as good as Laserblast. Here's one, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. The Great Santini,
I can't believe
2.5 stars.
2.5 stars.
Also known as Ace, by the way.
Yes, Ace.
Peers to Laserblast.
And here we have it, what was the original ending of Mystery Science Theater 3000. The SOL reaches the edge of the universe, and they're pretty dang okay with it. This leads to Mike and the bots all becoming beams of pure and eternal energy. And they decide to go play on the edge of the universe for eternity.
Hey, here we are at the edge of the universe.
Not quite, Mike. It's just a little bit more to go here.
Oh, yeah, you're right. There, the edge of the universe. And all wisdom and beauty fill me with an abundant light, and all the eternal truths of the cosmos are available with a minimum of effort.
No wonder I've suddenly become aware that I can leave my corporeal body and become pure energy.
Wow, cool. Let's do it, Mike.
Just let it happen, Mike.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, hey, Gypsy. Hey, why don't you drop your temporal being and become pure love or something, and then we'll all go play in the edge of the universe.
I hope I'm ready for this. I may only be 99 and 44/100% pure.
Well, that's probably good enough.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go.
Oh, hey, Cambot, Magic Voice, join us.
Oh, neat out here.
This episode is only in the alright category for me. After rewatching it after so long, the riffs are good, but nothing spectacular. The film's definitely bad, but pretty boring and uncompelling, so not even a so bad it's fun type of movie. And most importantly, since this was Comedy Central's farewell to the show, the segments just aren't good. At least for the most part. I get that they tried to cobble together an ending that kept Mike and the Bots happy, and it worked out in the end since Sci-Fi picked the show back up, but why the heck would you seemingly end this show with them not getting back to Earth? I just know if I'd been a viewer watching this in real time in the 90s, I would have been heartbroken. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and special thanks to my Patreon supporters, including Kevin Nata and Isabella Summit. And a blasted thanks to all the incredible St. Jude supporters, including Nightwing, Technodan, Frank, Rogue2, Rich, Tommy Gun Servo, Mist Explorer, Curator of Entropy, Adam, Guido, Bleach Black Cat, Ryan, Roy, Jackie Ball, Dr. Donna, City Forever, Stuffy Wuff, Kevin Nata, Servo1991, Angry American, The Infit, and an extra big thanks to Roland for choosing this one. If you enjoyed this review, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because it really helps me out. Also, I have a ton of links down in the description to a bunch of other interweb platforms that I'm on, so please check those out too. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys later.
My mother's here.
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Could Leonard Maltin be wrong and this isn't worth 2.5 stars?